Today we are opening up Pokemon Ninja Spinner, Japan's most recent Pokemon set featuring Greninja as the main chase of the set. We got lucky already and we pulled the alternate art Greninja card, and today we're going to try and chase the gold version of this, the Mega Gold Rare. Let's see how lucky we get. And let's start off the video by showing you the beautiful Greninja alternate art card. This is in a reel, so you can go check that out on Instagram if you want to see me pull it and make weird noises. And then it's also on my eBay store at the moment, as of the release of this video, if you're interested. It currently has a lot of watches on it, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, go check that out. eBay link will be in the description. So here we are, Pokemon Ninja Spinner. Now this is part of the Mega Block, as you can see, and we're getting towards a part in the story of Legend ZA where the tower starts going ballistic. So you'll see that reference throughout some of the cards in this set. And we're probably heading towards the very end of the game's story and then into the DLC that they released last year. So I imagine the next few sets will be based on that. Now you have to bear with me, the setup I have is a little bit awkward, and we'll improve that as we continue making videos here on Wicked Cards. Okay, we're all set up and ready to go. Let's start off with the first pack and see what we get. Now there's some really cool alternate art cards in this set. There's a bit of love to Johto happening in here, and we are already struggling to open up our first pack, which is awesome. Please hold. Hey, there we go. We got it. All right, so as I was saying, some love with Johto. We've got Mareep on the get-go. Let's check out how we go. And Deoxys in this set. I was really hoping that Deoxys, because all forms of Deoxys have regular normal cards, but I was hoping that they would get an art rare, which unfortunately they did not. Phantom, Trubbish. So as you can see, some of the themes, and we got Pyroar, so Mega Pyroar. Very nice. That's our first hit. And pretty much anything you see in this, I think this entire box will be on my eBay store. I've only just sort of started getting into reselling. I personally am staying away from English at the moment. I feel like the Japanese market is a lot fairer. Pokemon market is just intense at the moment. So there's a lot of Japanese around. It's very accessible, and I'm having a lot of fun selling it. So as you can see here, the tower in the background is going a bit berserk. We've got Vulpix. And just a regular holo. And then we got AZ. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the English. I really hope it calms down. As you can tell, today, I swear, I did not struggle this hard in opening up packs off screen. We'll see what happens with English Pokemon cards. As you can kind of tell, the Japanese stuff is starting to, they're making smaller sets, which are transitioning over to us in our main set. So this will be Chaos Rising when it is released in a couple months. Perfect Order just came out, or it's just coming out now actually in the next week or two. And that will be the last that Japan released. But that's it. Normally we get two sets combined into English, and at the moment it's literally 1-for-1, which is nice to see. It's a little bit different, and I think they're trying to cool down the market so that they know, they know that the 30th anniversary is a big year and that a lot of new people will be joining in, and we know how hard it is for the Pokemon company to even keep up with the demand at the moment. It seems like the Pokemon Japan have sort of figured it out and what to do, and finally making a move on fixing things, and it's exciting. I think it should be a lot easier for people to complete sets, which is awesome. And let's see if we can get an art rare in this pack. Surely. Oh, this card is also bloody awesome. Compared to the other EX card with Pyroar that we just got, it's kind of a very basic artwork, but this is just so dynamic with Greninja being upside down. And we got a lot more packs to open, so there's a sweet spot to opening the pack, and this is a real skill. I don't know how the big Poketubers do it. You'll learn over time, I guess. All right, we got another holo. and the tower. So this is after the tower's been taken over. If you played the game. To be honest, I did not get very far with Legends. I'm actually up to this part in the game, and I stopped playing because I can't heal my Pokemon and I have no potions. And I'm like, okay, how do I win now? I don't even know what to do. But let me know if you're. And we got Deoxys again. Let me know if you're playing Legends EA. I'm quite obsessed with Pokopia at the moment. And I judged that game so hard when I first found out about it. I'm like, I enjoyed Animal Crossing when it came out, but I was like, this just seems like an Animal Crossing. Oh, okay. Another EX card, Cabellion. But Pokopia just seemed like an Animal Crossing ripoff or copycat. And I was like, it looks okay, but I might skip it. And then, you know what sucked me in? Well, Gen 10 wasn't coming out until next year. So I was like, you know what? Let's give Pokopia a chance. And I think that's probably part of Pokemon's marketing move, which really worked. We got a Beedrill EX card, and we haven't seen any AR cards yet. Let's see. So, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pokopia with my wife, and it's been a lot of fun. It's actually, I don't know if I should say it's better than Animal Crossing, but it might be. It truly might be. Oh, oof, 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 oof. Hello. There we go. This card is beautiful. Now, I believe this is done by Okacheki, if I'm pronouncing that right, and they are one of my favorite artists in the Pokemon TCG, and that is awesome. So this is AZ with Floette, Mega Floette, I believe. Beautiful card. So that probably means we're not going to see our gold Greninja card today. But that's okay. Now, I've heard that you can kind of get 2 alternate arts in a box. So I've not come across that before. But we'll see. You never know. You never know. Esper. And there we go. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're playing Pokopia. You can get very lost in the game, just sort of spending a lot of time building and exploring. There's just so many places that you can explore in the game, and it really doesn't make you don't need to rush through the story. It kind of just lets you do your own thing the whole way, which is really great. And even the dialogue between you and the Pokemon that you find it's really funny. I'm hoping to get back to Pokemon Leaf Green at some stage. And Deoxys again, as they sort of came out pretty much back to back, and I started Leaf Green and then Pokopia just took over. So, it is what it is. And I should mention a story about the Greninja card. Ooh, Xerneas AR. Beautiful card. I've seen this being paired up on eBay with the Yveltal card that was an AR from like Temporal Forces, perhaps, but early Scarlet and Violet set. Beautiful AR card. That's our first one. We'll sleeve them up very shortly. So yeah, as I was saying, Pokemon Leaf Green, I really hope that they continue doing what they're doing. I think it's been a long time coming and something that Pokemon fans have wanted for a very long time to see the Game Boy games. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, those are my favorite Pokemon games overall. And I think you find a lot of people, you know, at least my age in their 30s, have a very big soft spot for that game. Still remember, you know, going to JB Hi-Fi, which is one of our stores in Australia, and picking up that game when I was in like year 10, year 11. You got a trainer card, which you are guaranteed to get one of these in every box. Very nice. Let's chuck that to the side. We're about halfway through the box, so let's keep on going. We'll see if the Pokemon Company or Nintendo decide to keep on releasing the games. It would seem silly not to now that they've started. They've sort of, you know, set expectations that there will be more. This is one of my favorite new artists in the Pokemon TCG. Also, there's the tower as it's going crazy. So just before it turns into the plant. But this is Delibird. I love this Delibird card. This artist did a Shinx in the last set, and Luxray is my favorite Pokemon. So I'm really starting to enjoy collecting just the regular art cards. The artist's name is Sabaturi, I believe, or Sabateri. Sabateri, yeah. I think they're fairly new, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. And you might be able to see, actually, I haven't even told you the Greninja story yet. We'll get to that. As you can see in the background, it's a little bit blurry, but there are 30th anniversary figures, which are from Takara Tomy. I don't know if we're going to get them in English. Seem to be, as you can see there, each starter has their own set, and I got one of each of them also on my eBay if you're interested. But they look really cool. They're great. I love to see just the 30th branded merchandise come in, and yeah, I was only able to pick up one of each as they were kind of tricky to source. So yeah, but they're very cool. We may see an English version of them to some degree. As you know, like Pokemon already releases the figures in a set in their own way in English. So I feel like the Toy Fair was recently as well, which they did show off some 30th anniversary figures. I'm not a big figure collector myself, but I know there are a lot of people out there that are really into that. So that's cool. I kind of just try to stick to the trading cards. It's kind of my thing. Recently, no, actually, let's let's talk about the Greninja. So I ordered 9 boxes of Ninja Spinner. And I'd said to my wife, Belle, or Belle's Gaming on Instagram, I said, hey, pick a number between 1 and 9. So I had 9 boxes, and she said, box number 8. So I grabbed box number 8. And it just so happened to be that the alternate art Greninja was in that box, and it was the only one that we opened. And I'm just like, I don't know how this happens. Last time, and this didn't happen on camera, but I pulled the Meowth alternate art from the last set, Nullifying Zero. And I was just like, this is insane. And I only ordered 2 boxes of Nullifying Zero and got really lucky. And then before that, I ordered, 6 to 9 boxes of Mega Dream, and I pulled a God pack. But like, I can't wrap my head around just how lucky our pulls have been lately. So that's the story behind the Greninja pull. 1 box magic, which is amazing. I love this Weedle card by So-So. So-So is my #1 favorite. Frogadier. I believe it's Frogadier. You always kind of draw a bit of a mental blank when you see with Japanese text. You kind of just like, wait, is it Frogadier? Is it, what is it? But that is Frogadier, I believe. Cool, we're almost ending the box here. So we have... gentle on the cards. 1 more art rare to pull out of this box. So let's see, it could be coming up. Nope, not in this pack. And let's keep on rolling. The other thing that's out at the moment is the 30th anniversary first partner collection, where you get 2 packs and a special promo pack, which features the starters from certain generations. I didn't pre-order it, and I didn't pick it up on release because they were gone very quickly. And if you're looking online for them, this is why I want to stay away from English at the moment, is even just a trio from Kanto. You can see them on like Facebook for $130 for all 3 cards, and it costs $30 at retail to buy the box. And it's like, no, it's just kind of stupid. There are way too many listings, and I'm just getting into reselling too, but I do believe that it should be fair and reasonable, and not super unrealistic. It should crash. I really hope Pokemon just keep on releasing those first partner sets, because this is only series 1, and there'll be probably 2 more series to follow after that. But it's a very weird market. Be careful with what you're spending and how you're spending. But yeah, Japanese is really accessible. This is the final pack. That means our final art rare should be in here as well. So let's see. I would love to see the Ampharos. That is my favorite AR in this set. And I would love a copy for myself, but you got to set certain rules when you're getting into reselling, and what your personal collection's all about and not about. So let's see. We've got a Zubat. Oh, okay. This is pretty cool too. This is pretty cool. Love it. Look at that. Look at that tower in the background. Love it. Well, we ended on a pretty good hit. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, a comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with more videos soon. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon.